my! Is that a budding theme park proprietor I see before me? I certainly hope so. Otherwise, you're in quite the wrong place, and none of what I'm about to say will make any sense to you. I am Oswald B. Thompson, theme park impresario, and I am here to help you. Take your first steps in this most exciting of professions. And because it's a first step, we're starting in a somewhat humble location. A charming little park which, as yet, has not fulfilled its undoubted potential. A park where you will begin to hone your skills. So, first things first, you should learn how to navigate around the park. Moving, rotating, zooming. Almost as if you were riding a roller coaster. A massive, invisible roller coaster. Look at that!
If I could butt in and make a suggestion, how about you make your next objective opening up literally the only ride in your park? Why is it even closed?
Oh, hello, Lucy. This is Lucy Summers, one of the most enthusiastic and outspoken theme park fans in the world. She's got almost 800 followers. You know, online. Not in a cult.
Hi there. And it's 900, but who's counting? So, the ride?
Ah, yes. Opening rides. Go on, select the ride. Good. And now, open the ride. You did it with such gusto. Well done. And now that we have, head over to the highlighted area. I think it'll make an excellent location for a ride. But let's ask our head engineer, Eugene?
Greetings, Eugene Newton. So, if you would start by clearing the highlighted area of any obstructions, please. And do not fret, those items will automatically be sold, so we will get at least some of the purchase price back. Oh, just a word about the radial menu. The radial menu gives you fast access to commonly used actions. Please note that the options available in the radial menu will change depending on the mode you're in. Very good. Now, I've already chosen. And place it in the designated area. Now, it's very important that when you place the entrance gate, you make sure to leave enough space so you can build a ride queue. Next up, connecting your ride to the park, so people can reach it. Now, that queue you're building is where guests will wait in line to go on the ride. Very good. And now you should build a path from the exit gate back to the rest of the park. For that, you can simply use normal paths. Oh, and if you do find any obstacles or obstructions in your way, you can build slopes or stairs into your path to get over them. And finally, you can open the ride.
No, that's not how we do it, is it, you...
Oh, yeah, that's more like it. You're gonna get way more teenagers like me and my followers visiting the park now. Oh.
Evil. Did you see that notification? Even the guests think we're undercharging them. Let's do them a favor and fix that. That's right. Take a good look at the notification. It'll tell you what we need to alter the prices of. Look, I know Oswald likes to treat our guests like royalty, but that doesn't mean we should charge a king's ransom for the rides. Oh, look. It's that family-friendly little ride of ours. Go on. Put the ticket prices up by a few dollars.
That seems a wee bit steep.
Oh. See? That guest didn't seem too put off by the higher price, did they, Oswald?
Yes, but their happiness is our bread and butter. So it's important to regularly check what the guests are thinking.
Well, I didn't see anything to worry about there. Come on, let's just hit fast forward, sit back, and let the money roll in for a while. At least until we've made a healthy profit.
Well done on hitting Cynthia's profit forecast. Honestly, I was worried it was a little high. But as always, she knows just how hard to squeeze the guests' wallets. Anyway, now that we've made some money, we can make some improvements. All right, it's high time we talked about taking care of guests and improving the park. We want those guests...
Okay, now that level of happiness might be good enough for most parks. But I still think this guest would be a bit happier if a big chunk of the park wasn't super lame. Don't worry, it's not your fault. That one's on Mr. Thompson.
I hardly think that's fair.
Don't worry, I've highlighted the problem area. So go on, stick down some scenery. Make it look all piratey. Oh yeah, us guests love having interesting things to look at. Cheers us right up.
Oh, that is a bit nicer.
I don't... You see how it's got a high Q scenery rating? Because of that, the ride's prestige is higher too. Us guests are way less interested in rides with boring queues, and so we won't pay as much to ride them. Right, now go and have a look at that new ride you built. Okay, so that's not nearly as prestigious as it could be, but you can fix that by giving us guests some eye candy to look at while we wait. Go on, stick some nice scenery down around the queue. Come on, admit it. Isn't that better? And if you check, I bet you'll see that the ride's Q scenery rating and prestige has gone up as a result.
Oh, Aye. Look. Right. I think it's time we took a look at the park rating breakdown. It's a great way to track how your park is improving. That's it! In here, you can see how your overall ride and scenery ratings and guest happiness are all critical to improving your park rating. And remember, the better your park, the more guests who will come and visit. So, let's get that scenery rating even higher, eh? Make the whole park look as wonderful as those rides you spruced up. Go on, get decorating!
Hello again. I just noticed that you were using the scenery blueprints to decorate the park. I actually built those blueprints myself, so I'm very happy that you're using them.
Sometimes it's only so far the funny.
Ja, ik wil het voor herbacea darmen.
Goodness! Your transformation of the park has really bumped the park rating up a good few notches, my friend. And look at all the guests, happily smiling away. And you know what they say about happy guests?
They like spending money.
Is everything about cold, hard cash with you, Cynthia?
No, I also like stocks and shares.
Anyway.
Right. If you want to find out what us guests need, one way is by looking at the guest screen in This is where you can see what the average guest needs are in the park, as well as the most common thoughts that the guests are having. You know, it's weird. I really should think of this thing as a massive invasion of privacy, but I'm kind of okay with it. Yeesh. It looks like a lot of the guest thoughts are about how the park is missing important facilities. Okay, first up, food. According to the guest data, we're hungry. I was wondering what that empty feeling in my stomach was. That's the food sorted, but a bunch of us guests are also really...
A word of advice. Put your shop somewhere busy so we get the best return on our investment. Sorry, I mean best serve our guests' needs, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. Real convincing.
Shop vendors don't work for free. We have to...
About time. My blood sugar was almost down to a healthy level. If you want to make sure that you got all our needs licked, you can look at the guest needs screen again. Personally, I am absolutely stuffed with both food and drink, so I'm good.
Now, without meaning to be indelicate, all that food and drink means we have another pressing guest need to attend to.
Yeah, like, really pressing?
Quickly! Build a toilet for the guests.
What? A whole toilet? You're spoiling us, Mr. Thompson.
Now that your guests can...
Speaking of problems, can you do something about all the litter? It's piling up and really bumming us guests out. Maybe you could hire some janitors to keep on top of it. Thanks for that. Of course, litter wouldn't be such a...
Oh no! Goodness me! One of the rides has broken down! Ah, good. I'm sure our new mechanic will have that. You might want to consider speeding up time for a while. Well, now that our emergency has been dealt with, the mechanic can spend their time inspecting the rides and reducing the chance of another breakdown. Now, I think it's high time you built a staff room for our staff so that they can have a bit of a break.
I mean, do they really need to?
Yes, you see, staff are a lot like cellular phones. No, wait, I've tried that one before. Anyway, just like guests, staff members get tired as well. And if they get too tired, they simply won't be able to work. Staff rooms are where they get their energy back. And now that we have a staff room, the vendors in our shops will be taking breaks too. So, you should hire some extra vendors to fill in for them. Gosh, you've got so many people working for you that there might not be enough space in the staff room anymore. You'd better increase the staff room's capacity just in case. Look at you! Oh, you're a born manager. Congratulations. Pretty soon, you'll be hiring entertainers to lift the spirits of your guests. Goodness, just look at how you've grown the park. It's like they say about tiny acorns. Don't eat them. No, that's not it. Anyway, just time for a few final management lessons before I let you loose on the world. Now, these first few of the last few lessons will mostly be focusing on finance.
Which is why I'll be handling them. Ah, this is my happy place. Just look at all those fiscals. You can get a very solid idea of how your park's finances are doing here. And looking at it, your rides are doing well. But I think your shops could be doing better. Open up the attractions and shop. As you can see, this section gives you an overview of how your shops and facilities are doing. Ah, and as I thought, you could definitely stand to raise your food and drinks prices by $50 or so. Happy guests don't mind paying a little extra. You can also raise the prices of ATMs, toilets, even the first aid facilities. But it's a good idea not to get too greedy with those. Just greedy enough. Yes, that's better. It's hardly a lottery win, but we are seeing a bit more profit, which means...
that I get to interrupt you for once. We should put some of that money into researching a roller coaster. After all, guests eventually tire of old rides. So, putting money into ride research is essential if you want to keep a park fresh or expand it.
Oh my! Oh yes! You should begin research at once.
Now that the research is in hand, we should take a look at the staff again. Good! See, if a staff member is unhappy, then they won't be as effective at their job. And if they're really unhappy, they might even quit entirely. Anyway, I think it's high time we gave some of our staff a raise, don't you?
No.
That wasn't directed at you, Cynthia. So, check if any of your staff members aren't as happy as they could be. And, if so, bump their wages up a notch or two. There, that's a start. Now, if a staff member's workload is too high, it means that they aren't able to keep on top of all their duties, which will make them unhappy. One way around that is hiring more staff. But a more efficient way to deal with it is through staff training. So, train up some of your staff. Oh, yeah.
Take what away? Well, that was needlessly over the top. Oh, but that is quite an exciting new coaster. That could easily hit 4.28 on the Eugene Thrill Rating scale.
Here's some money. Think of it as a scholarship.
and place it in a suitable location.
Oh, look at that! Your first coaster! You must feel so proud.
OM gosh, out of my way, I'm gonna ride that thing.
Sorry, not just yet, Lucy, for while the construction of the coaster is finished, we are not. First, the coaster has to be tested to make sure it is safe. If you could do that, please.
You know, if it's just about signing a safety waiver, then I'm actually cool with that.
Well, now, looking at the telemetry data, the fear and noise...
Much better. And what... Will you look? Okay, dokie. So, you'll need to multi-select everything you want to include in your blueprint. Go on. Now, go and create a blueprint and you'll be able to make as many copies of your coaster as you like. Or at least can afford. Oh, don't forget to give your blueprint a good name and an exciting screenshot. And make sure to add any tags you want to it so you can find it easily later.